super glitchy.
Yeah.
See, but it shows it doesn't have a thing here. This thing is like super funky right now. Isn't it?
Uh-huh.
There it goes. I got the lot.
Oh, yeah, I see this.
And there's sound.
Make sure there's sound now.
That you can hear everything you're saying.
I think my computer is like... All right, y'all, can you hear us now?
Yeah, they can.
All right. We're back?
Welcome back.
I think we're back. Sorry, everybody. I apologize for all the craziness. Is that working better now? Are we up? It's still kind of glitchy though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I can hear you.
All right, you guys can hear us. All right, sorry. All right, we're back. Well, we'll just do the best we can with this. As long as you guys can hear us, that's the most important thing. The most important thing. So we'll get you guys back on. Elijah, yeah, I know. Yeah, Chloe, I think, you know, here's the deal. I think Wi-Fi's getting, internet in just general is getting beat up quite a bit, and I think everybody's on it. So you guys just have to kind of deal with it. It's just going to be a little bit glitchy at times. I think it looks like we got it over here. It looks like it's doing okay at times. So we'll just do our best with it, guys, and we'll see how it goes.
Sometimes it goes through, sometimes it starts glitching.
Yep, it's okay. We'll make it through. All right, guys, here's the deal. Welcome to United. It's good to see you guys tonight. Okay. Well, you know what I forgot? Our leader card.
Oh, do you happy? Oh, living the life. Maybe if do you want me to email this to you so you can open it on your phone?
Oh, there it goes.
Are you guys back going now?
Yeah,
There we go.
It's super smooth now.
We're back.
Oh, it is?
Kind of.
Well, it's like not glitching.
Are we getting some audio now?
I'll see. Yes.
Okay.
Goodbye, Joe.
We're going to try our best with this now. Okay, here we go. For real this time. Okay, before we start with the game, so I've got this cool game that we're going to put up, and it will go full screen for you guys now, so you won't have to look back on the screen behind us. And the way this is going to work is we'll do that in a second, but we've got our secret leader tonight that we're going to be throwing up. And here's number 1 on the secret leader. She or he or he or she. We're not sure who he or she is. They is who I say theys is. So we'll find out who theys is. First one, wants to write a children's book is your first one. Your first clue, this leader wants to write a children's book. Interesting. Very peculiar. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump in. You guys are going to like this because watch this. Boom, baby. This game is called One to Stay, One to Go Away. One to stay and one to go away. So the way this game is going to work is each round, you guys are going to get 2 options. You got to choose one to stay. The other item then has to be erased from existence, so choose wisely. So here's how it's going to work. I want you guys to give me, should we have them vote for the stay or vote for the go away?
Stay.
For the stay?
For the stay.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is when you guys get this, so we'll just jump into the first one, okay? So collectively as a group, you guys, we're making a world
Yep.
that's gonna lose some important things, but we're gonna have to keep some important things and make some really tough decisions. So the first one, we've got donuts and we've got ice cream. So what you guys need to do in the comments is you guys need to say, do you want donuts to stay or ice cream to stay? So go ahead and put ice cream stay or donuts stay. And we'll see what everybody says, and then we're gonna go ahead and unveil the results. If you guys, here's the deal, if you guys in the chat, if you think that, you know, some of your fellow students are just way off and you need to be, you know, give a really good argument as to why maybe something else that other thing needs to stay. So if you're a huge donut person and you're like, man, donuts got to stay because you can eat it anytime during the day. I don't know. But ice cream's got to stay because some of y'all working at Dairy Queen and you got to have a job. So, you know, it's tough choices.
Yeah.
So let's see here. We got lots of ice cream,
Donuts.
but we got donuts too. Oh my word.
I'd pick donuts.
More ice cream?
I love donuts.
Okay, can you count the donuts and I'll count the ice cream?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, I still way more ice cream.
Yeah, there's only 6, 7 donuts.
We got 15 ice creams to 6 donuts.
7.
7? Okay, friends. So
counting
here's
me.
the deal. So in this game, in this one right here, you guys, we are going to have to ixnay the donuts. Donuts have left the planet. Goodbye. There's no more donuts, which means Calvary in the morning at service is going to be very different.
Yeah. You guys get carrots
We'll
now.
In the morning at Calvary.
I don't know. You see, but there's rules against having ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah.
So you guys, that is a deal. Okay, so so let's go ahead and jump into we'll jump into the next one here. Okay,
Heard that rule before.
here's the next one: cats or dogs. This is a classic debate. Cats or dogs. What do we got here?
Dogs stay.
Go ahead and jump on
Stay.
cats or dogs. I didn't give a shout out to who is here tonight because we were trying to fix everything. Delaney, Barrick, how you doing? Elijah, William, Grace, Levi, Delaney, Collins, Mr. William. I think I said Elijah. Tim, Kastenbauer, Chloe Norvold, Janie, Julia, Chloe Serber, Steph is here.
I've seen no cats.
Yeah, I haven't
Brenda
seen any
Dixon is
cats either.
here.
Oh, Elijah says cats.
Oh,
I'm
Elijah.
assuming Doug's with her as well. What else do we got?
Yep, there's only dogs.
Only dogs, huh?
Except Elijah.
This is still buffering.
Yeah,
Oh, bummer.
it happens.
Oh well, that's okay. All right, so
We have dogs.
looks like we've got dogs.
Looks like it's dogs.
So we're a world. Here's the deal: a world without cats. Hey, I'm a happy man with a world without
Oh, me
cats.
too.
I'm a happy man. A world without cats.
I don't know
So
that I
friends, we do not have any more cats and we have no more donuts. We are a world full of ice cream and dogs.
Ice cream
All right,
and dogs.
let's go ahead and we'll jump into the next one here. And the next one is a world of football or a world with only basketball. Would you prefer football or basketball?
Which football are we talking about?
We're talking about look on the screen. We're talking about American football. American
It's America.
football.
We're talking
This is
about
America.
football.
This is America.
Okay, I say football.
American football.
Soccer.
You know, this is tough.
No, it's
I would have to
not.
say basketball. Because
Stays?
I think basketball stays.
You're crazy. Basketball's boring.
No. See
It's the same thing
See the
over
thing
and
about
over.
basketball is it's one of those. There's the pro side of it of like watching it to this thing, but then there's also just the recreational piece.
Yeah.
And like you go out and you just go out the park and you shoot hoops. You don't go out in the park and just play a little pickup football. People don't really do that.
could.
You could, but people don't do that
You
very
could.
often.
Maybe
so like
without
in
basketball.
my ordinary life, I would say basketball. And here's the deal: basketball is a global sport. So how selfish of us to rip basketball from the rest of the world so that we can have American football.
Yeah, American football is the best.
American football is the
Football
best.
is way better than basketball.
Oh man.
Basketball gets boring.
Yeah, you tell them.
Levi, don't say no. You got to say yes to something. So,
I said yes to football, because basketball is boring.
oh, you commented no football.
Me?
We got lots of football.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's like 4 basketballs.
Let's see. Football, 2,
I'm calling
3.
Football.
Calling football?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like football. All right, friends, you can have your football. That's fine.
I have the list, so I get to do.
All right, second one. Our next one. Netflix or Spotify. So really this is calling out, are you a video movie person or are you crazy about music? That's what this is really gonna like, you know.
But you're both, so what
are
would
we-
you say?
Oh man.
No, I don't use Spotify.
Stranger Things?
I don't use
Or
Spotify.
what? You still
Yeah,
have
but
Apple Music.
you could also put in. I mean, should we expand this? Should we say like Netflix? Like, should we say streaming services, streaming video services, or streaming music services? Because people are gonna go like Levi said. I use Apple Music. I don't use Spotify. Okay, let's make it a little harder. So all streaming video services versus all streaming music services. So you can't listen to music online anymore, or you can't watch the streaming services: Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. What else is there?
Thing.
That's about it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
YouTube.
Apple TV, I don't know.
YouTube. Where does YouTube fit? Does that not count?
Yeah, I would say streaming. Yeah, I'd say streaming services.
Video or music?
Well,
Video.
I say you get rid of the streaming, any of their streaming movies and television shows and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Anyways, you guys get the picture. So here's it's just going to show off. Are we more video people or are we more music people?
I don't know. I do both. Just
Let's see.
I think because
got-
you would still have like TV you can watch every week,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like cable.
Right. So we got Netflix. Netflix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
oh, Grace switched to
9,
videos.
10, 11, 12,
There's only 5
13.
Spotify's.
14. Everybody's video people. All right, so we're a world without streaming music.
So we're keeping Netflix.
So we're keeping Netflix. So we are a world of ice cream, dogs, football, and streaming video services. All right, sweet.
Anything you'd ever want.
That's right. All right, everybody. Here's the next one. Snakes or spiders? Which one stays? Which one goes?
So you said about the football thing that that'd be selfish to get rid of the
Yeah.
the world sport. Elijah Cox goes, I don't care about the rest of the world.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't.
Wow. What a lovely, lovely, lovely youth group.
What are we on now? Snakes.
We are on
and-
snakes or spiders. So if you had to keep one, which one would you keep? Because this is going to be an interesting one because for most people they're going to hate both of them, right? I mean,
I hate
so then
both
the
of them.
question is,
I like snakes better than spiders.
the question then is, you know, which is the least of your
I'm getting,
worries,
like,
right?
queasy just looking at them.
What's the least of our worries?
Well,
That's the question.
I like snakes.
Well, here snakes would be the
I
like
like
we should get
snakes.
rid of snakes,
I
right?
like snakes.
Or we should keep snakes.
We should keep snakes.
'Cause,
Because
like-
spiders are just.
Well, it's not us; it's the team here.
I know. I say snakes.
So let's see what we got. Snakes, snakes,
I don't even
snakes,
Ew.
snakes, 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 snakes.
I think
One
snakes are
spider.
staying.
Snake, snake.
Snakes.
Chloe Serber said both can go. Snake.
Both can go.
Janie thinks I'm lame.
What?
She said y'all are lame.
Snakes are good though.
I think she's just picking on me.
Snakes are cool.
All right. So we're keeping snakes. So we're a world of snakes. All right. And then the next one is, let's see here. The next one is, are you a ball cap person, a bill cap, or a beanie person? Do you want to keep baseball hats or keep beanies?
What do you think?
I don't know. Winter in Minnesota though.
Oh, I guess. But do you think this is like, because those are like heavy duty. Like I wouldn't consider my winter hat
More of a
beanie.
trendy hat.
Yeah.
This is like style fashion.
Yeah.
Do you rock the beanie or do you rock the ball cap?
I rock the ball cap.
I would probably have to say ball cap.
Well, that's what you're
Me
wearing
too.
right now.
I have beanies at home too, but I think I'd stick with the ball cap.
I never wear beanies.
Chloe Serber likes a good beanie.
What?
You got good
Oh,
beanies.
Tim Kassenbauer likes a beanie.
Ooh, yeah, Tim does rock the beanies.
Huh.
I don't like.
He does.
Interesting.
Julia says tough choice. I don't know if I've ever seen a hat on Julia's head.
No. Never.
Yeah, I guess.
I love wearing
Beanies
hats.
all the way. Ball caps. I said y'all are lame to all the people who like Netflix better than music. I know, Janie. I'm just making fun of you. Just being silly.
Janie, you can make your own music.
So we got beanies. We got 1, 2, 3. This one might be
That's a tough.
4.
That's a touch screen.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ball caps.
Yeah, and we're at 4. Man, I'm sorry everybody for the bad stream. This is really stinky.
Well, you can hear fine. Just
No, not when it does this. When
Oh.
it's loading like that, then it's
buffering.
stuck. Yeah, I know. This really stinks. So, beanie or ball caps? Looks like we got ball caps.
You know,
I think baseball caps are going to stay.
I haven't lost one.
And then the next one is going to be, are you a test person or projects?
Oh,
Tests or projects? I'm projects all the way.
I am tests.
I hate tests. I hate tests. Projects is like giving ideas and presenting things. You know, like you can totally see with me, like I'd be able to go up front and like totally present the project to like look awesome, think it's going to change your life. The test is like, what date did this all happen? I don't remember. Like
Okay,
all those,
like
it's all
history
those.
tests,
No, but any of those, but tests are about specifics usually.
Yeah, I
the
get
tests I did do well on were the ones where it was like comment, like here's the question, then you had to like write something. See, that I would do well, but when it's A, B, C, D kind of a thing and remember the statistic, not so much.
I love tests, and my favorite tests that I've ever taken were accounting tests
Okay.
and biology tests and chemistry tests.
See, the other problem is though is you tell me how soon after you took that test you remembered any of the information.
Oh, me? I still remember all of it.
Yeah, right.
No, I do.
For real?
Yeah.
Because most
I'm
people,
a nerd,
I think
so-
most people would
so.
say that they did the test and pretty much it was like short-term memory gone.
Yeah.
Like they crammed it. They had all the, the little rhymes and things in their head to make them remember
Yeah.
it, and then it's like out of sight, out of
That
mind.
would be me for short answer tests.
Okay.
I make up
I'm
acronyms
projects.
to remember.
We got a lot of projects
I
here.
think
hate
so too.
tests.
Unless it's a
Elijah
speech.
Cox, tests. Well, guess what, Elijah? We don't care about you, is what we don't care about. He doesn't care about the world.
Oh, whoa!
Just kidding,
Shots
Elijah. Projects is like 90% here.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you, thank you.
I'll do all the.
Oh,
projects.
Elijah swapped. I'm going with projects, he says. All right. And then, let's see here. Smartphone or deodorant?
Smartphone.
See, here's the
Deodorant.
sick part.
Smartphone.
Here's the sick
Deodorant.
part. You know everybody's going to say smartphone. And I just want you all to think about sitting in class together, like living your life with stinky, stinky, stinky people. Like
I'll get over it.
you, yeah, you would. You don't even,
I like.
you take a shower
smartphones.
once a week, you brush your teeth once a month. You're in your pajamas right now.
I'm in quarantine. What do you think I'm supposed to do? I
Yeah,
can't leave
exactly.
the house.
So are we. We're in
Smartphones.
quarantine.
Smartphones or
I
deodorant?
work. I don't
Everyday
have to go to
clothes.
We
work.
got some woes. We got some, huh?
Smartphones stay. These are
Smartphone.
gross.
Smartphone,
See, I
smartphone.
expected Julia to say deodorant. Like she just seems like a
yeah, I
like
know.
a stickler for that.
Everybody who's saying smartphones, you're okay living with stinky, stinky people.
Yuck.
Yes.
Because here's the deal: we're not taking away tablets, we're not taking away
Right.
computers, we're not taking away other things like that. Like
But smartphones have LTE data.
maybe someone can come up with a deodorant app.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, here's what did Julia say? That's why we have perfume. She says.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then you just smell like perfume mixed with BO. Like deodorant
Yeah.
actually stops the smell at the
Right.
source.
Right.
But
Unless we can come up with some sort of other. Is there other remedies you can use that's like nature's?
Sure. They have like natural deodorant, so I'm sure you could make it somehow.
you could take
Yeah,
a shower
maybe.
but
every
it doesn't
day.
work.
Yeah.
You take a
Very well.
shower
All right,
every
and then the next one here: snacks or naps.
Snacks. I hate naps.
Are we snacks or are we naps?
I despise naps. I can't take them.
What y'all thinking?
Did we decide we were keeping smartphones?
Yes.
Yep, it was smartphone all the way.
Snack.
They're disgusting.
Snacks. I hate naps.
Oh, you'll like them
Elijah
when you're
says,
older.
"Think of me at
I-
smer camp."
What?
Did you
Stinky?
go to summer camp with Elijah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Was he
stunk.
stinky?
Yeah. So did I was bad.
Bad.
Yeah, I think pretty much smartphones.
snacks. There's no.
Janie
naps.
says, "Oh, cry me a river, Levi."
I'm telling you, as someone who's no
I think
longer.
because I
a
think
teen,
Janie said. Did Janie say? She said deodorant. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
But remember, she's the person who
Oh
goes out
man, we got
into the woods.
one nap, and then
Yeah,
it's just
it's
just
snacks.
going snacks.
Oh,
like,
Brenda said naps.
It's just snacks. I know Brenda said nap, and Janie said nap. But
Yes,
everybody
snacks.
else is screaming snacks. Chloe,
Yes,
my daughter
right there.
Chloe, snacks. Yeah,
right
exactly.
there. Stole it. See?
I don't have.
that's
Julia
me.
says I don't have time to take naps.
That pin.
oh, you will when you're older. You'll find time.
Okay.
Pinned.
And then, guys, here's the last one. I think this is the last one. Bacon or Christmas presents. This is a very, very difficult
Bacon's overrated.
one.
Bacon is so good though.
Bacon
I
or
could live
Christmas
without bacon,
presents.
I could live without.
Does this say a lot about you?
I could also live without Christmas presents.
Does
though.
this say a lot about you?
What, me?
Anybody? Does this decision say a lot about you? I'm asking.
guess.
Do you think it
Yes.
says a lot about you?
I eat bacon every morning.
No, but if you choose bacon, does it say something about you? And if you choose Christmas presents, does it say something about you? Can you think of anything off the top of your head that just like, yeah, if you're a bacon person, you're this like that? No? Okay, I can't think of anything either.
No, it's just
I usually have
weird.
something smart to say, and I can't think of it right now.
No.
So, all right, so
Fans.
we're coming in. I'm curious about. I think this is gonna be. So we got bacon,
Is nasty.
bacon, and
Oh,
then we got
Christmas
Christmas,
presents,
Christmas. I think it's.
bacon is nasty.
Janie said bacon is.
I also don't like bacon.
It's nasty.
It can be.
It's nasty.
I wouldn't say like it's all nasty, but I would say like some bacon could be nasty. It's really salty.
Yeah, that's why it's good.
I know, but like
Do you eat salty French fries? Yes.
yes.
It's salty. Do you eat salty potato chips? Yes. Do you eat salty popcorn? Yes.
But also all that's like I don't eat that stuff a lot because it's too salty.
Chloe yells bacon.
You're a bacon family.
My daughter, there's no way. You're giving up Christmas presents, Chloe, for bacon. She does like her breakfast food, just like I do.
Janie. It's
Janie says crunchy grossness. Wow. I would beg to differ.
What are we saying? Oh, Elijah.
All right, what are we gonna? Chloe dabbed. What are we gonna say here? Yeah, Chloe, Chloe Serber, I would agree that bacon has to be cooked right. I don't like when people just undercook it and it's kind of still floppy and stuff. Like,
You like crispy bacon?
but it's got to be a whole form. Like your bacon,
Yeah.
you don't pick your bacon up and it shouldn't be like limping. Yeah, exactly. It should be
Like a noodle.
exact. Yeah, that is not cool.
But not also like to where you like bite into it and it like ruins your mouth.
Correct. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like crunchy, but I do want it to have some substance to it.
Some-
Okay.
Form.
Yeah. Well, so guys, here's the deal. We've got a world full of, but before we do that, what our world is full of, let's go back to our leader. And our leader wants to write a children's book, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Our leader also has, get this, our leader has run 5, count that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marathons. Marathons. 26 point something miles. 26 point,
26.2?
26 point,
I'll Google it.
I don't know. You gonna Google it? It's 26 point something, at least I know that much.
Marathon.
26 point something.
26.2.
22, yeah.
That's right. I know something.
Man, 5 of them. Children's book
Good.
and 5 marathons. We'll give you one more here, and then we'll leave the last 2 during my little message time here. Favorite foods. This is a combo platter here now. This is a Scandinavian delicacy, and I'm not even joking. Lutefisk and blood sausage.
Ew.
Janie Stolhammer, what do you think of blood sausage?
Ew.
It's at least not crunchy grossness or whatever she called it, right? Didn't she say
Yep.
crunchy grossness?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we have a Tim.
People think it's Tim. Does anybody else have any guesses so far? So we ran 5 marathons, wants to write a children's book, and favorite food is lutefisk and blood sausage.
It's one thing
Now-
to say you like that, but it's their favorite.
Correct. And here's the thing. I want to say this. As you're looking at these things, like I think a lot of you are going to default to lutefisk and blood sausage being a guy thing. My grandma is a huge sucker for lutefisk. The problem is should I say this live? She's not very good at cooking it. I mean, like,
How do you cook it?
you shouldn't she over boils it, so it's like.
Is lutefisk cooked?
It's mushy. Yeah, it's not it's not
never had it
sushi.
before.
It's not sushi.
Is it it's fish.
Yes, lutefisk is a fish.
And sausage.
Blood sausage.
Ew.
I think blood sausage is
Ew.
a sausage with, like, in a casing with blood inside of it.
Ew.
It's amazing. Here's the thing. I've never had blood sausage, I don't think, but I do like my steaks medium rare, like, not pink. It's got to be like that, like, not raw, but it's got to be that reddish pink. Like, it's got to...
Maybe you should put blood sausage in your blender of doom.
Gross. Blood sausage. Yuck.
Comment if you want to see Jared eat blood sausage.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey guys, you know what I forgot to do here? And we're gonna add this right now. Give you guys a little bit of love here. I don't know if this is working right now or not. Not pink. It's got to be like that, like. It's because it's not playing yet.
Oh, I see it. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's like, man, nothing. Here's the deal. I think part of it might even just be my computer. It's just super sketchy. I think it's tired. I've been doing lots. You guys have been doing lots of video editing for church here at the.
Oh, they think. Oh, somebody thinks it's Emma Hudziak.
Ooh, you think Emma likes blood sausage?
Somebody thinks it's Chris.
Come on, where's these jams at? It's not working. My computer is going to the fritz. I don't get it. It's okay. We don't. I had some cool jams, you guys, for you guys tonight, and I was actually going to play it during the game.
Oh, never mind.
It's not
I thought
playing.
It went.
No, it's not playing.
But you just.
Yeah, I think, I wonder if part of the glitch on this whole thing isn't just my computer being weird tonight, too. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just skip. We're already getting late, so I'm going to jump right into a quick little Devo, you guys. And then we're going to pull up our leader.
I'm gonna leave.
So leader, get ready here in a few minutes, and we're gonna pull you up. So I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story here, quick. I put out a Devo on our Calvary page. So if you go to Calvary's Facebook page, you'll find a funny Devo. It's called "Expecting the Unexpected" is the name of the video, and it was built around a story from last week. And so here, I'm gonna scoot over just a little bit. The story from last week is this. Tuesday nights, we bring in the worship team to record our worship services that we're broadcasting on YouTube on Sunday mornings. And so 5 o'clock, the worship teams come in, and we got to record 2 parts with the worship team. We have to record the video, and then we separately, you guys, are recording the audio back through the soundboard into a computer. And then I put the audio and the video together in the program, and we make our video for Sunday morning. So we've got Emma actually comes in along with John Dainsberg, our pastor John. His son Hunter comes in, and the two of them work on the cameras for us. And I'm in charge of clicking record for the audio. Now, last week we had a couple of, just to set the stage for you, we had a couple of new things that was going on that made the day a little different for me. We got some brand new cameras that we bought that's going to make our recording stuff a lot nicer. And so those came in at 2 o'clock last week, so I only had a few hours to get them ready for practice on Tuesday night. So I'm like scrambling to get those things ready. We had a couple of like 3 or 4 brand new volunteers who hadn't sang on worship team with the recording yet, so this was brand new to them to be in front of a camera. So I was getting those settings together and showing Emma and Hunter how to work the cameras and coaching people up on how to record in front of the camera and all this kind of stuff. And probably one of the biggest things was it was the first week Lexi wasn't on the worship team, and that was me. We had a lot of people on. I had to get some new people in. But usually Lexi, there's been several times where she's said, "Hey, Jared, you forgot this. Hey, Jared, you forgot that," and she saved the day. So we go through our practice, we take a little break, and then we come back and we record, and it all happens in the same night. Well, I'd gone back to the computer. I'd gotten all the stuff ready. We came up and recorded, sent everybody home, was shutting off lights around here at the church to head home for the night, and I realized I hadn't turned off the recording. I run back to the computer, and there is the computer blank. Nothing had been recorded. I hadn't hit record. And so I was thinking about any way that I could have gotten any sound out of the cameras or anything. Nothing was going to work. The only way to make this right was to text the whole team and say, I messed this up, you guys. You all got to come back tomorrow, which had been Wednesday. I got to bring you guys back in again, and we got to do this all over again. So everybody made their jokes back in the text because it was funny and, laugh at Jared. It was good. So everybody thankfully came back on Wednesday night, and you guys know Wednesday night is United night. So I'm getting all this stuff ready that day as well. Everybody rolls in. We go up and do the recording again. This time I got everything ready, and I hit record, and I come up here. We do our practice. Everybody heads home, and I didn't check stuff because I had to get ready for our Wednesday night last week really, really quickly, and so everybody goes out the door. I go back on Thursday morning, which is my big editing day, to go and to grab all the audio and to put it into the program and start putting the video together. And it had recorded, but it wasn't it had disconnected itself from our soundboard. So it was recording, but it wasn't pulling in any sound. So again, we didn't get the audio. This is the second time, and I got to bring everybody in a third time. So I text everybody up again, and I say, I need you all to come back in one more time tonight. Third time's a charm. If we didn't get it tonight, that'd be 3 strikes, you're out. But thankfully, it was third time's a charm. Everybody came back in. We recorded everything. It actually worked that time. And we got everybody home, and the service went great on Sunday morning. But it was an embarrassing week because I've gone week after week after week of everything working perfect, and it did not work perfect last week. It was a disaster. And it made me think of 3 things that we can learn from this that I think is going to be beneficial to us. So here are the 3 things, okay? The first one is this. You have to expect the unexpected. Life is full, you guys, of being out of control, of recognizing that we can plan our weeks and plan our time all we want. But in the end, you guys, we really don't have a whole lot of control of a lot of what goes on. And here's what Jesus says when people are talking about worrying about what happens the next day because they don't have control over it. Jesus says, this is why I tell you, don't worry about everyday life. Don't worry about if you have enough food or enough to drink or enough clothes to wear. Isn't life more than food, your body more than clothing? Look at the birds. They don't plant or harvest or store up food in barns, for your heavenly Father feeds them. But aren't you far more valuable to him than they are? Can all your worries add a single moment to your life? And what Jesus is saying here is, if the animals, you guys think about right now during this coronavirus time when we're trying to, when we're realizing we're out of control, a virus has literally shut the world down. And yet, if you guys have noticed, the sun has come out and the snow is going away. Flowers are going to start coming out soon. The lakes are opening up, which means birds are coming back. Like spring is still happening. Nature is still going in the midst of us feeling totally out of control. And Jesus is saying, if God cares so much about even just the nature, the birds and the animals to make sure they have enough for what they need, how much more would God not provide for you? So as you're living your life, you guys, and the unexpected is before you, when life is going to throw twists and turns at you, here's the deal. Are you going to trust God, and are you going to walk through with faith in God, knowing that a lot of life is out of control? Because you guys, the car accident's going to happen. Someone in your family will get diagnosed with cancer, or maybe even, God forbid, coronavirus. You're going to get cut from the team. You're going to get fired from your job. You won't get into the college that you want. Someone in your family will get divorced. Like there will be difficulties that will hit your life that you're out of control. And I'm asking, is Jesus going to be the one you're going to lean on? So the first one, expect the unexpected and trust in God. Guys, the second lesson for tonight is this. We need to bear with one another, and community is so important. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. But the worship team, you guys, was so gracious to be understanding of my faults and to walk alongside me in that. And this comes right out of Ephesians 4, which is why we're called United. And this is what Paul says, always be humble and gentle. This is his command to the church. Be patient with each other and make allowance for each other's faults because of your love for each other. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourself together with peace. Guys, the number one call of us as Christians is that we are a loving, caring, encouraging, united community of people. And so last week was a great example of this. A worship team that could have gotten very frustrated, that could have said, Jared, you've messed this up enough. You go do it yourself and get that fixed. But they kept coming in, and they didn't just come in grumbling and ornery. They came in with a smile on their face to do their very best and to serve our church and to serve me and to help bail me out of the mistakes that I had made. And you guys, I am so grateful to that team, because there's going to be days, you guys, for you, when you're having a bad day, when you make a big mistake, and you're going to be so thankful that you've got loving Christian friends or loving Christian family or a church you're a part of that's here to pick you guys up and to encourage, to love you even when you're having a bad day, even if you've made a big mistake and you've done something really wrong, and they're going to stand by you. So bear with one another. And the third one, here's the last one, okay? And this is a big one, is out of the book of Joshua, okay? And during release time, I think this was last year, we had done Old Testament stories, awesome God Old Testament stories. And I had done the story, if you guys remember, of the Battle of Jericho, where Joshua led the Israelites to the city of Jericho that had huge walls, and it was an impenetrable city that you couldn't take over. And he had them not attack, but he had them march around for multiple days in a row, and they had to blow their horns, and they shouted, and God tore the walls down for them. Now, those types of stories happened to them, you guys, as they were going into Israel, the promised land, and as they were going and conquering and taking it over. Now, they were standing outside of that land earlier, looking out, and they had sent spies into the land to go check it out and see what these cities looked like. And the spies came back with reports that the cities were huge, they were fortified, they were strong, they had giants that lived among them. Like, these were big warriors. We have no chance on our own. And yet Joshua led them to trust in God, and God showed up, you guys, every single time. And he showed up in ways that was miraculous. Nobody tears down a city by just walking around it, blowing trumpets and shouting and yelling. But with God, that can happen. Now, here in Joshua, in this part of the book, we're a ways into it now, and they've conquered the whole land. And God has taken, there was 12 families, 12 tribes in Israel, and God divided up the land and gave everybody their own piece of it. And here's what is said here at the very end of this as they give it up. It says, the Lord gave to Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors, and they took possession of it and settled there. And the Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had solemnly promised their ancestors. None of their enemies could stand against them, for the Lord helped them conquer all their enemies. Now, this is the big kicker, you guys. Not a single one of all the good promises the Lord had given to the families of Israel was left unfulfilled. Everything the Lord had spoken came true. So here's the deal, you guys. In the midst of the unexpected, in the midst of our failures, in the midst of difficulty, you guys, the Word of God is full of the promises of God. That God will never fail us, that he will never leave us, that he will always love us, that he is the King of Kings, that he's the Lord of Lords, that Jesus died on the cross and he rose from the dead. There's a book of Revelation that tells us how the world is going to eventually get so bad that God's going to be ready to come back, and he's going to be ready to bring us all home and conquer the devil and take over evil. And all of those promises, you guys, the Israelites, in a tiny little window here of time when they conquered over a land and took over cities, everything God had promised them, God confidently says, I fulfilled everything I said. I don't lie. There's never a time that I don't come through. I always deliver. And you guys, I can tell you, this book right here with its promises, you can bank your life on it. You can lay your life on this and build a house on top of it, and it will stand firm. Just like a foundation on a house does. This is a book that we can base our whole lives on, the promises of God. So when you're going through difficulties, friends, remember these three things. Remember to always expect the unexpected. You are not in control of your life, and you need to trust in God because he's able to provide for us, just like Jesus said he provides for the birds. Secondly, we need each other. We need each other to hunker down and bear with each other, be forgiving and gracious to each other, be willing to make allowance for each other's faults, which means being able to forgive and be patient with each other when we're making mistakes. And then lastly, you guys, that we trust in a God that his promises always stand with us. They are perfect, and they will be with us always. Before I pray, I just want to read you, this is number 4 from our leaders' little list here. Once owned a hang glider. Once owned a hang glider. My uncle has hang glided. And that'd be kind of freaky. I won't lie. This person, so we've got, wants to write a children's book, has run 5 marathons, favorite food is lutefisk and blood sausage, and once owned a hang glider. So let's go ahead and pray here as we close, and then I'm going to give you the last one, give you guys a chance to throw out a name, and then we're going to bring the leader on here on Zoom and say hi, okay? So let's pray. Lord, we thank you so much that we can trust in you for all things. That, Lord, when this world is realizing that we are not in control, when countries and governments are shutting down and falling to their knees, realizing they have no control, when economies are crashing by a virus, you are still God, and you love us, and you are doing awesome things in the middle of difficult situations. So, Lord, help us to remember that you will provide for us always, that we can lean on each other and be a community that encourages each other, and thirdly, that your promises endure forever. You will always come true, and we can bank on that, Lord, with our entire lives. So, Father, bless these students as they continue through the rest of April and into May, working hard each day at home school, trying to make it through long days of not seeing each other and not doing activities and trying to get through this time of quarantine. I thank you for the chance for us to get online together and for finding a way that we can make this work tonight, even with the internet being really junky. And so, Heavenly Father, we love you and we thank you, and we pray that you'd bless the rest of these students' weeks. In your name, amen. All right. What's the chat been doing here?
They all think it's Chris.
They all think it's Chris. Okay. They all think it's Chris. Is anybody else? Is that everybody's saying? Do we have a consensus here? Elijah, I'm sorry it's so glitchy. I really am. I'm really sorry. All right. Well, if Chris is the final answer, we'll try to make this quick because
Did you give the last fact?
I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Last one. Loves to sing in the shower.
That does seem pretty Chris.
Oh, you can't be talking about, I wonder who could be, because I am the heaviest cat you ever did see. Get out of here, you! And I'm not going to say the rest of it, because this is youth group. That's from Home Alone.
Wow.
You don't remember?
I probably have.
Remember he records the one guy in the shower, and then he has that blow-up clown? This is in Lost in New York.
I don't think
He's using the clown because he had recorded his uncle before they left the house in the shower singing.
ran 5 marathons.
Ran 5 marathons. This person ran 5 marathons.
Most people think it's Chris. Elijah's sold on the fact that it's Tim.
That's Tim.
I
Okay.
don't think Tim ran 5 marathons.
Yeah, Elijah's saying Tim like crazy. All right. So, I'm going to try to pull this up. We'll see if this works. Everybody. Everybody.
Levi thinks he's gonna get $5 out of me.
Let's see. We'll try to get this leader on. My internet's so junky. All right, let me get this set up. 1 second here. And then we're going to reveal everybody. Check, check. Leader, can you hear me? Not yet. There we go. Leader, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can you hear me at all? Test, test, test. Yes, no? Can you hear me? I gotta switch my video here. I don't know if you can do both at the same time here. You can hear me? Okay, good. At least you can hear me. You're not going to see me, but you can hear me, okay? Go ahead and talk for a second so I can make sure I can hear you. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's give this a try. Let's see what happens. And the reveal is... Drum roll, please. It's Doug. Woo-woo! Y'all didn't have that, did ya? We're going to try to get him up here. Let's see. Let's see. Doug, can you hear me at all? Can you check on your audio? Can you make sure your audio is turned on in the bottom corner of your screen?
Jared, if you're the host, can you unmute him?
I might be able to. I don't know. Here we go. No, he is unmuted. I just can't hear him. Doug, can you hear me? You can hear me. I can't hear you. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Doug and Brenda, can you hear me? I think you can. But I don't know if I can hear them. Well, everybody, we'll see.
If you open the meeting on my computer, do you think they'll be able to hear it on him from my computer?
Maybe if you tried that. You totally could.
What? D-O-U-G. Levi was
Wow, you guys, we're having such technical difficulties. You're all going to be wondering, Jared, what in the world were you thinking?
We're living our best life, though. We're fixing all of them.
We're fixing the world's problems, one at a
One
time.
technical difficulty at a time.
One at a time. I'm going to move over here.
You can hear me from all the way back there. So.
You totally could. Wow, you guys, we're having such technical difficulties. You're all going to be wondering, Jared, what in the world are you thinking?
We're living our best life, though. We're fixing all of them.
We're fixing the world's problems, one at a... So, I think, no, Doug is coming through, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
I can hear you.
Hey, guys.
How are you doing there, Mr. Sir?
Doing all right. I sure miss seeing you guys.
Oh, yeah, you too.
Other than that, we're doing well.
Well, that's good. So I need to. Can you pull up his? Can you pull up his questions there?
Yes, I can. Let me...
So Doug, 5 marathons?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
And was that like? What was the whole motivation for that? For 5 marathons?
Just got a wild hair. Does that make sense? I did it from age probably 45 to, did my last one when I was 51, I think.
Okay.
51.
Oh my word.
but I'm over it now.
You're over it now. Uh, all right, so then we also had favorite food, lutefisk and sausage. Now, how is good lutefisk cooked?
It has to be cooked right. You're absolutely right. What you were saying earlier, if it's not cooked right, then
Yep.
it's not good. But you have to boil it just the right amount of time in a cloth bag in the boiling water
Okay.
and just the right spices, and then it's amazing. But if it's not, it's like eating really nasty Jello.
See, that's my grandma makes really nasty Jello.
My grandmother
It'd be funny if she was
came right
watching
across on the boat, and she knew how to do it, so that's what got me hooked.
Yeah, see, my grandma was a couple generations removed from Norway, so
Ah,
it might have gotten lost in translation. How about, do you have a children's book idea?
yeah, I've actually started on a couple, 3 different ones. My daughters are really working at me to finish them, but the one they really want me to finish, the title is Ginger the Farting Horse.
Ginger the Farting Horse. I'm excited for these books to come out. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so I do have them started, and I got a lot of stuff written down, but we'll see.
Do you have a couple favorite songs to sing in the shower, Doug?
Eye of the Tiger, you know.
Eye of the Tiger. Oh, I
Depends
love
on
it.
what mood I'm in.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. My uncle had done some hang gliding. Have you been like out west, like jumping off some big stuff, or?
No, not big stuff.
Okay.
That's kind of where we quit. I started crashing to the point I looked like I was going to get hurt, so I got smart.
Yeah.
It was in my younger days, Oklahoma, California type things.
Yep.
But
Awesome.
yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome. Well, you guys, Elijah says, hey, Doug.
Hey guys.
Janie says
really
hi.
Miss seeing ya.
Yeah, I think we're all making the best of this, but it's been tough.
Right?
But here's the deal. You guys, they all thought it was you last week. That's just so funny. Because they were all thinking it was you, and it was Julie, or it was Jenna last week.
Yeah, you
And
know,
then-
I would have fit that one pretty well, except the coffee. That was not going to work for me.
Yeah, you're a big coffee drinker too? That's good. All right, everybody. Well, we had Jenna last week. We got Doug this week. And tune in next week. We'll try to get all this goofy stuff figured out. Hopefully get the internet running better. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Doug, you want to say goodbye?
You guys have a great week. Like Jared says, don't worry, but if you do, bring it to God.
That's right. That's right. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.